This is Patrick. He's also known as CurlyLoxx the Voice Box, the mastermind and creative genius behind the duo twinoftwins. He tells the truth for a living. Some find it funny, some offensive, and some never find it at all. I wonder, how did he get to this point where he could free himself from the shackles of the opinions of others and find the courage to offend them and master the true art of not giving a fuck? You can too, if you want. With this podcast, The Rebellious Truth, Patrick offers solutions to problems we thought were solutions, and highlights the errors in so-called solutions we don't know caused the problems in the first place. Who knows? He might just fuck around and say something offensive, something hilarious. Some may even find it repulsive. But as usual, he doesn't give a fuck.
The following feature is rated SM for spiritual maturity and is not intended for the immature who wishes to remain as such. The views expressed are not necessarily those of our sponsors, as they sometimes could care less about what the host is saying, but is more concerned about having their product on a popular show. Warning: small minds, listen at your own risk, as this content is extremely overwhelming and may do further damage to those minds closed off to objective reality. Approach with an open mind, as the heavy nature of the content will lick your chip.
Oh! In the meantime, 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 in between time, in the meantime, in the meantime, in between time, time.
CurlyLoxx the Voice Box. I'm here again with the voice of their pastor and Mr. Mutabaruka.
Yeah, man, me there. Yeah, man.
Another episode of In the Meantime, episode 13 to be precise,
yes,
my brother.
Yes.
And we're still on the topic
of course
of parenting.
Yeah, man.
Part
broad.
3, a very interesting show lined up. What say you, my brother?
Yes, me I tell you, say me there, Rasta. Me I tell you, yes. In the meantime, and Pastor, me I tell you, say
a special episode, my brother.
Yeah, man, me I tell you, say I could have never reached the 13th. Me I tell you right, I know the 13th episode, and don't dedicate this one to Zion.
He's very vital to this program.
Yeah, man, because watch you know.
Indeed.
I want to tell you, say these things we hear me talk about in the meantime, you know. Are things where come to my consciousness from your like 13, 14-year-old in a brethren.
That early, my brother?
Yeah, man, me I tell you. But every time I bring up these objectively true things, I come under attack from everyone in my surroundings.
Everyone?
Everybody, brethren, I tell you that.
Why is that?
Because these things were not popular with socialization. So at the time now, when me measure as a youth, so if I follow this thing, I know, this objective thing, I will come to my consciousness, that I know is true and can't run from. When I measure that, and say if I follow that, me I go end up alone and me wanna go over there. And coming up in those dysfunctional surroundings now, you come up with this one-dimensional belief system now, where make you believe, say, a thing like love now is a thing where just one thing, you have to just live certain way with people and you have to be agreeable and everyone have to like you. So me go beyond the call of duty for friends and family. Then me start realize now, say, wait, the same kind of consciousness now I tell me now, say, for ask the question, which is, oh, me I give all this love and this humility and forgiveness and deal with people a certain way and then me not get that in return. So I wonder if them know, say, if at this one definition or expression love have, them not really express love. Because kind of them equation that most people socialize to believe, say, if you love somebody, if you agree with them or them if you agree with you, and them things they lead to all of a conflict and resentment and them things that when things not go how you expect. And with the continual reoccurrence of those situations in my life over the years, I start to realize that there is something missing from the equation of what we are trying to understand. Something big. Me no know. There is something I don't know, something major.
But you're a man reputed over the years for having unconventional knowledge and conviction. So I don't fully grasp what you're saying, my brother.
All right, I'm glad you said that, because watch out. Me did always have that inquisitive mind there, yeah, man. When I'm very critical of everything, I'm critically think about everything from very, very early. It's like me not know myself not being that way there. So yes, me did have the knowledge, me seek the knowledge. I'm used to put this knowledge in my work over the years. So even though I was a standout in this regard, when me I try to show you now, is that regardless of the knowledge when we did gather or have at that time, over time, I come to realize that my belief system was built on an incomplete reality. So you find, whatever knowledge me have now, I go come up against the background of something incomplete. Yeah, man. If it's an incomplete belief system, I use your knowledge. It's useless. And that's why I see sometimes when some people ask me, say, boy, what kind of book you read and what kind of book you recommend? Well, sometimes I don't even know what to say to them,
Why is that?
Because if the belief system, we're going to read this book here, correct or complete, then it don't make no sense. It's going to just lead them down a wrong path and them will continue being the same idiot. And I wonder, how me know all these things and I'm still idiot.
Why is that?
Because whatever knowledge them I get, I fix the superficial problems, like the symptoms. You understand? But it now fix the spiritual part of the problem. The word of the day is superficial. It means existing or occurring on the surface. Because when you go past the superficial aspect of everything and find the spiritual, you get to see the rest of the picture. And then everything become complete. Yeah, that's why I feel it's a Planet Earth. Going coming like the first book ever written. It's going to make every other book make sense. And I don't say that in a condescending kind of way. I just feel say most of mankind miss some very vital information never factored into any equation. But it in a Planet Earth, yes, coming this October. And yes, it got up on Amazon, yeah man, and yes, there will be an audio version of the book. Also coming out is The Rebellious Truth, 3 years in the making, yes, the visual podcast that is based on Planet Earth, yeah man. So the thing reach a next level October 26, yeah man, alright. Zion, you know, getting to that thing, yeah. In a 2007 when Zion dead, that 6-year-old, in that mark there, look for me little youth, motionless, no life. And that's when I lose the need for be right. Because in that moment, they realize sudden, so me not even have a clue what right was.
How so?
Because I think me that do everything, or at the very least, most things right. And yet everything just go wrong.
Downhill.
Yeah, man, at this so me start say, what's the use of all these accolades, big star, and one bag of illusion? If none of it couldn't make me say, Zion, get up, we are go home. At this so me see through the lie where most of we are live. Just get up and I go work and I come home and I sleep and I wake up and I do it all over again. And just dead and never live. Because we are trying to get everything where somebody say we have. Yeah, man, in that moment, them let go the whole of the lie them. When me think of my identity, me let go the need to keep up the appearance of having it all together like the average person. In that moment, them surrender to a common sense where ask me all of my life to take everything apart in order to see them objectively. And just like anyone else out there, Rasta, we go through great tragedy. And last, it crossed my mind, man, to kill people. And for even kill myself.
I bind that in the name of Jesus, my brother. You really thought that?
Me I tell you that. Yes, man. I make up my mind one at a time, man. I couldn't find no meaning in it. And I got doze off. I'm dreams to Zion. Basically I say, I'm alright. I smile and I say nothing and just a pint to a great light. Like he must say at this, so I'm at the direction now. My part of it over. I'm going to wake up with no fear at all for anybody's opinion, regardless of who. I have seen a lot of funny things in my life, but the funniest thing is how me used to carry this little youth here. And now this little youth here carry me. Zion never get a chance for grow, But the eye them get a chance for grow. Through words inspired by Zion, channeled through me. You know say in the meantime is no laughing matter. It just so happen that me have a great sense of humor. So I want the eye them give me 13 seconds of silence. Yes, for Zion. And as a mark of respect, just type in Zion. Yes, before I go forward in the program, I must make mention. Yes. Give thanks for each and every one who make it possible, yes, we hit over 100,000 subscribers.
Definitely.
A long time, my apologies. I should have mentioned it long time, but
you should have.
Go. Heavy is the head, but we're the crown.
That is true.
But, well, we say that now.
What's that?
No, the crown's supposed to heavy. Who wear the head? Who wear the head? Who put the head on a scale?
Good question.
Because the crown come with certain responsibility. We're heavy, so the crown heavy. All right, heavy is the head where we're the crown. We could keep it away. If you know until you find something. All right.
Let's do that.
Yeah, man. That's a whole lot me I deal with. Big up each and every one of the eye themselves, because the eye them is part of an elite army of academic gladiators. So big up the whole 600,000 of the eye themselves, yeah, man.
But don't you mean to say over 100,000, my brother?
But Pastor, you have to remember, say every problem, again, is a maths problem.
I know.
Every problem
is a maths problem. I know. But how does that relate to this?
Because you have to remember, say, 95% of the world populace live in a self-induced illusion. Or should I say, a willful blindness to them own ignorance. So them see gossip.
So true.
And any kind of fuckery where can make them feel comfortable in them illusion.
That's true.
So people will subscribe to this channel and like and share these contents. It's mostly from the remaining 5% who have the courage to embrace objective truth when they hear it. So technically, I want to tell you, say, yes, if you look on it in a spiritual sense, I've gone over 100,000 long time.
How so?
Because it takes 6 of the people them who subscribe to the fuckery and the mix-up to make one of the people them, the serious people them, who follow this channel.
In the meantime,
truth and reality and a dream time. CurlyLoxx. Galanga tell them say you rasta run the world, a CurlyLoxx run the world. You have to know that. CurlyLoxx, voice box, big up. Sprague Ben said that.
Yes, alright. To celebrate the 100,000 subscribers, you know. In giving back, I go and do a live stream where me and the item can hold some deep reasoning. Because I know for the item, I see I express that desire there, yeah man. Then after this initial live stream now, in order to see any kind of live stream now, you have to go become a member. So to become a member now, you click the join button below. And if you not see that button, check in at the description and you see the link there. So. And you also can become a patron, and that link is also in the description, yeah man. And for the bag of people, we still over and over ask me, how can I support in my DM and all about. Virgin, me tell you, it's in the description, the various ways, the various methods of support in the description. Teespring is there where you can get your merchandise, t-shirts, etc. So yeah man, just yeah, I guess so. Yes, so the item just go and keep on ears to in the meantime, if you know when, yes, I go and do that live stream for everyone. And then after that now, every other live stream for the members of the channel, yes man, who want get to ask them questions and get them answers and them thing there, yeah man. Alright, this part of the program is brought to you by Bunks About, Kids Party Rentals. Them rent various party resources, yeah man, including Bunks About, for birthday parties, school fairs, yes, fun days and other events. Yeah, man. Contact 876-404-1714. Instagram at BUNXABOUT. Yeah, man. And Madvert Multimedia, if it's not Madvert, it's not an advert. Also brought to you by Rebel 13 Collections. It's at Rebel 13 Collections for the finest in custom design clothing and everything printing except fingerprinting. Yes. Also brought to you by Vicebox Studios, the voice of a nation.
in the meantime.
Yes. Alright, we are going at the letter of the day, yeah man. Alright, before we go into that, I want to make the people them know right now. When people write to In the Meantime Radio Show at gmail.com, I don't just take up people letter and read it public, so I get permission to either read it straight or read it in an alias of them choice. Yeah, so the letter them safe. Alright. This one is coming from Stephanie Hall, alright. She said, good night, CurlyLoxx, the voice box. I have a problem that I would want your advice on. Me and my husband have a very good marriage. My husband takes very good care of me and our son. However, he works very long hours and is often away. And because of this, I feel we have grown apart. because my friends and siblings all have successful marriages and is doing well. And I feel like I have thrown away the last 16 years of my life with this man. I don't want to leave because deep down I know he's a good person. I'm so confused. I need your opinion. Please keep doing the good work. All right, Stephanie, my advice, my objective advice. If indeed you say that this person is a good person, then my advice is simply just love him.
Yeah, but to play devil's advocate, you think it's that simple,
Oh,
my
you mean
brother?
it's that simple?
I don't think so.
It's that simple.
I don't think so. Because to fall in or...
You know what?
Hold on.
What we are
to
saying?
fall in or out of love, my brother,
Is what?
are natural occurrences that you can't help, and there's
Watch out, man.
no way in God's green earth, my brother, that
What?
you can tell me that.
Let me go say something. Why, I'm going to say... Anything we learn is through repetition. I mean, I said this long time. I said this from like the first episode, I'm sure. First, second, or third, I don't remember which one. But to learn is through repetition. I'm going to repeat again. To fall in or out of love is a choice.
It can't be a choice. Foolishness.
Where I say, me make a talk in a bridging. Make me talk.
My brother.
So what you believe, say, a man there with all a woman for 15, 20 years now, where you feel like, say, something special and magical, that woman there do, for the man there with her so long.
Then what is it?
Him just wake up every morning and decide, say him still there with her. That's all, nothing special.
I don't buy that. I don't.
Oh, you mean? Then answer this then. All right, again, me I gotta ask the question. If falling in love is something that naturally just occur and you can't help it then, how come then a woman then, for example, come out of a bad relationship and she says she's single this week, yeah, and by the next 2-3 weeks she in at the club and meet this guy and oh my God, she's in love. This is her soulmate.
It could be love though.
Oh, what you say? Fuck her at her.
What you saying?
Fuck her that.
But you can't say that.
And the loneliness where society cause you for things say you know want to be lonely. Because is a man or is a partner supposed to define you. Make she decide that she have to find somebody. And then she make them be everything where she want. And she decides that she don't want lonely. She want the happiness where everybody have. So she make herself want the person there. The desire bring interest. And the interest bring a type of enthusiasm. No. We bring the tolerance for any kind of fuckery with a person they are going to bring. She can't see it. She blind to that because she interested. And no matter which story he might tell about for himself without words, the one where she tell for herself are the most important one.
I still don't agree. I don't.
All right, cool. Tell me this then. You can know somebody for 2-3 weeks and in love. You don't know that person.
I have to think about
Even though it take a lifetime to know somebody, you're supposed to love where you know at least in a way. But again, the problem is the average human are living a unrealistic idea of where them think them and every other human are supposed to be. We expect real life to be just like the things that we see in the show. And like me say all the while, man, the part when the man run left him wife at the altar and decides say she's the one for him and him run down the train. The train stop and him go down on one knee, rain a fall and everybody start clap. No go so. Most people are living at this imaginary fairy tale. Like good is the default position. In other words, like life good overall and evil is something we are try happen.
But isn't it that way though?
No, life a fuckery overall. Earth a evil place. Good that is something we are try happen. A good that try struggle up against evil. Not the other way around. We budget out the human out of humanity. Of course, yes man. And when we are trying to make relationship work, we edit out people out of them own life. And we decide who them is for our own selfish need.
I don't...
We make them into where we want them be. And when them human faults come in at the equation now, we are going to see at them earth way. When often we earth we self, and we deceive we self about where them is, then I see at them do it. You know, see him some a man get pretty brown in, man. Yeah, man, life nice. Oh, yeah. Him never do the full maths all around and tell himself, say, that nice girl. Yeah, man, why? Because of the looks. Yeah, the operative word is look good. Yeah, man, him dead for the looks and the jokes. Till him realize that they pat them in the kitchen brand new for about 7 years. Nobody cooks.
So you're saying that there are no instances where there are unconditional love where people stick together, my brother?
Me never say that. Me never say that. Me I say, everyone believe in an unconditional love when there are no conditions.
I don't...
All right, let me tell you. Hold on, let me tell you. For example now, in this wife your head when she say, in a sickness and in health, till death do us part, I do. She mean it in that moment there because it a come from a place where money in the bank, the pitting them alright, the house big and nice and clean, and AC a work. But when the bankruptcy come in and everything gone, house everything gone, and this you gonna know if there are no conditions.
You think so?
What you mean? When our friend them still up there in the circle and things still a going for them. And she remember him rich lawyer friend where that look her. And then the husband over next Anya now. I say boy, come my mother come stay with him for 6 months till him put himself back on him foot. Which one of the condition most people don't choose in an instance like that? Don't answer that. And this or no, she go come with all kind of excuse about how him abusive. And she no like how him talk to her and how unhappy she is. And she not go take responsibility for fear action in that moment, you know.
She won't?
No, she not go say she abandon him, you know. She go say a theme fault, she'll turn it round upon him. Because she have to perfect. She have to be the good one, the one where alright, the one where not have no faults. And mankind don't know say this side of them where them a suppress or a reject. It's the greatest part of them. It's just that them don't know how to use it. Because them socialize for believe say nothing in the equation. So Stephanie, don't watch these friends and family and this so-called good life where you say them are living, you know, because so my time your imagination I work against you, I tell you that. Because you see them in a good clothes and good vehicle and them a kin them teeth, man, a whole heap of time, man, have them a beat up all bout. And all bout pan them bust up. A whole heap of time them all shit and not even know people if you call them back and I say, look miss, your shit. So Stephanie, hear me I say that. Well, if a time I just immature and don't realize it, man. You understand? So you me I say, Stephanie, yeah, man, the medication away, me I go recommend I know. Me use it already, man. It work. I want you to take a buckle of understanding and a buckle of grow the fuck up. Alright, take the buckle of understanding with the tablet them on name. Patience and tolerance. Take 1 teaspoon in the morning and 1 teaspoon before bed. And the same dosage with grow the fuck up. Take these medication with food because they are for strong because you come under a whole heap of pressure from most people when you walk the road of spiritual maturity.
In the meantime.
Alright. As me say already, I go and go deeper into these issues and give them a broader insight. Alright, why not news now? Election call in the middle of a pandemic. Alright, it rough, me I tell you that. All of the pseudo-intellectuals you know on the social media, philosophers out in them numbers. As usual, figure out the problem and attack. But as usual, my thing is this. We the people are the problem. Nobody can do with nothing what we don't allow. And the problem is really this. We're not interested in our own upliftment because our upliftment is in research. Our upliftment is in books. Our upliftment is in reading. And we know that a bumbo clot. But you don't always have an opinion. Ironically, for something you don't fucking understand. But we want to put on a real interest in it. Things like a middle-aged woman that sing about finding blood clot Nico. We don't want to kill on the teeth about every fucking thing. And I ignore serious matters. So the consequence of that, you don't have to deal with it. You can't fix it. Either you don't deal with it or fix it. And that are the fucking solution. Alright, this song you know are for the people them who make the best of every situation with them in. The people who don't celebrate poverty, but rather defiance in the face of challenges. No matter which challenge come, them can get over that. Yes, big up those set of people, Rasta. Big up Kingston 11, 12, 13, Panawania, Painland, yes, Garrison people. People now forgot where them a come from. Yes, man, alright. This one is coming from Yaxter, a.k.a. Bush Lad. Yes, St. Mary native. The one I name, Home. Here goes.
Them call it danger zone or breathing grounds or place for the dumb. Some call it slums with crimes or place where innocent get gunned down. We call it home, cause the ghetto where I'm from. Boy, home, cause the ghetto where I'm from. From a place where the sweet of a party every night. Financially broke, but we still a live life. Standpipe, give we water, most a bridge light. We're better in yourself is known as hype. When youth we go school, you have to make a sacrifice. Sunday a match go and school, we make nice. And do a youth drop like flies. 1 out of 10 from the slums still rise. Them call it danger zone or breathing grounds or place for the dumb. Some call it slums with crimes or place where innocent get gunned down.
Run it. That's like the hot daddy. Go right.
Yeah,
man, if you know, so this is Leela Ike and right now you're listening to In the Meantime with CurlyLoxx, the voice box. Check it. I spy that you see something you might like.
Here, said up top, boss. In the meantime, up top, I'm represent for CurlyLoxx, the voice box. You understand? Stay in your own alien, yeah.
Them call it danger zone or breathing grounds or place for the dumb. Some call it slums with crimes or place where innocent get gunned down. We call it home, cause the ghetto where I'm from. Boy, home, cause the ghetto where I'm from. From a place where the street of a party every night. Financially broke, but we still a live life. Standpipe, give me water, most a bridge light. Where better in yourself is known as hype. When youth figure school, you have to make a sacrifice. Sunday a match go and score, we make nice. And do a youth drop like flies. 1 out of 10 from the slums still rise. Them call it danger zone or breathing grounds or place for the dumb. Some call it slums with crimes or place where innocent get gunned down. We call it home, cause the ghetto where I'm from. Boy, home, cause the ghetto where I'm from. This place full of skills, but the skills not too bright. Vendors on the roadside get terrorized. Thief at your fruit trees, time for them right. Where safety means don't walk at night. Where youths have a mind but never get mind. Some go turned up, that some go by a right. Some prone to the guns cause that are them ties. If you this the hard as you ending no nice. Them call it danger zone or breathing grounds or place for the dumb. Some call it slums with crimes or place where innocent get gunned down. We call it home, cause the ghetto where I'm from. Boy, home, cause the ghetto where I'm from. We have less land cycle, we known as squatters. The rest dish as steam fish and crackers. We cannot be cake, Kentucky or mothers. Who raise you? The answer is mama shops. Every square root yet still less bias. Uptight girl is known as slackers. Our clothes help us all. Bend down at the ghetto girls them all. Them call it danger zone or breathing grounds or place for the dumb. Some call it slums with crimes or place where innocent get gunned down. We call it home, cause the ghetto where I'm from. Boy, home, cause the ghetto where I'm from. Call it danger zone or breathing grounds or place for the dumb. Some call it slums with crimes or place where innocent get gunned down. We call it home, cause the ghetto where I'm from. Boy, home, cause the ghetto where I'm from. Where I'm from.
Bush lad, powerful one. Yes, available on all reputable online platforms.
So, you speak of this parental dysfunction. Are these kind of dysfunctions limited to the poor or a particular demography, my brother?
No, Virgin, because the spiritual reality behind everything is again the problem behind all problems. Yeah, man, move geography, culture, economics, and every other thing will distract you from the root of all problem. And you will see the problem. It is simply just spiritual maturity versus spiritual immaturity, and manifest itself on every level. One spiritual immaturity in the equation, whether you're rich or you're poor, may I tell you, it don't make a difference. Because the rich and the poor both spoil children in a brethren. Because the rich, spiritually immature adult child raising children spoil those children by making them feel that they're entitled to everything because them can't afford it. And the poor, spiritually adult child Spoil for them children by making them feel, say, them entitled to everything where them can't afford. And pass on the victim mentality, everybody fault. So whether you're rich or you're poor, spiritual immaturity don't serve no one in no area of them life. It no matter the settings, man, the dysfunction is the same. Or the same set of people. I behave the same way behind different label will make you think of different people and different situation.
So you're saying, my brother, that spiritual immaturity versus maturity is the catalyst for all conflict? In other words, the thing that comes before all conflict.
Yes, man. Right now, I'm going to sound like a scratch record, but there is no other objective reality but objective reality. Because what you know, Pastor. Remember, say, people see people and thing, and people like people, and people fuck people. Because people see people as just an idea. So therefore, them see the people as the nicest people. So they end up in a bed with people, and watch Netflix and a chill with people. Till people end up slide penis in a people. Then in a 9 months' time, here comes a smaller version of these two people. That is going to be solely now dependent on these two people. Who actually, before that, did think them are big people.
A very interesting way to look at it, but you have to agree that accidents do happen though, my brother.
Yes, but immature people don't try prevent accident where them consider as a fairy tale.
I wonder why.
Because, again, everything in their mind is an idea. We're separated from the process of what these ideas are based on.
Why is that?
Because when this little boy play gun war when him little and then him mother call him say come eat him dinner. When him see him little virgin when him shoot while I go and kill and him virgin over the yard eat dinner too. Him grow big and think of the same thing when him take on badness. Till him kill him friend and kill 2 police and end up in too deep before him realize you know the same thing.
You think so?
Yeah man, of course. A society program you with certain kind of idea from your small. Because so them raise the little girl them pan this dolly. This dolly is a baby. And them have this mentality say, yeah man, so baby thing I go. Till the real baby start ball and she feel like fling it through the window when she realize say no more club, no more girls night out. And the baby father when it just so cute, him just get ugly or fuck. And you remember unconditional love? That fly through the window when them realize that this baby thing is serious and none of them have a dime. Most of the time, you know, the mother and or the father don't have the humility to say, boy, me make a mistake. Yeah, me make a mistake here, another way I go fix it. One or both of them in the equation keep the same mindset, the immature mindset. Relabel everything for turn the other person into the perpetrator and turn themselves into the victim. So sometimes you find the mother say, oh, you trick me, you're this, you're that. No responsibility for your action. And then sometime in some case, some father talk about, hey girl, a jacket, you think me never know, say, you're there with the boy and put the woman through a bag of fuckery. Have all the mother call her and I say, oh, you give me some jacket and all kind of... Hey.
Turning people against her, eh?
Yeah, where them know deep in himself, say. And the responsibility for this child here, he might run from and make excuse. Now when the mother struggle with the youth by herself now and the youth turn superstar athlete, you hear him, oh... Yeah, man, I'm a daughter that, you know, I'm a son that, you know, fuckery.
Indeed.
Yeah, I know all the time I just the mother want to go on with a bag of foolishness. Even though that account for most of the case them. But sometimes the father a coward.
Running from responsibility.
Exactly. And in most of the case now, I could get back to most of the case where one or both of the parents end up with a lot of regret and anger, resentment and bitterness. Because real life take them by surprise. And instead of own it and take responsibility for them action, them treat the picnic or the picnic them like say the picnic them come trouble them, you know.
Why they always do that though?
Because the picnic them is often a reminder of the father where they make this big mistake with. So them start beat that decision the way they make with the father out of the picnic them. Because psychologically when them a beat the youth, them a beat themselves for make that mistake there. Because them ego now permit them to believe say them did wrong but nothing at all, you know. And them still hold on to these fantasies, this idea where them have of the world. And because of them ego again, them perform them way through life. And everything become a part of the act, including them picnic. Because the only time them go to them way for really do nothing for the picnic. And when it go look good upon them as parents.
And that's a problem? I think a very
big
problem.
Of course. Because watch you know, quite often, these kind of people who don't like take responsibility for them action are the kind of parents where Run we go foreign, so them a look opportunity for the youth and left them youth all both with family member. So them a go fix things and forward for the youth them. Enough time even when things fix and them up them they are foreign. Live with man and woman and them man and woman, they pick me, you know, Rasta. Look at the fuck, you know. Them live this with this new life. And them don't keep them promise in a Rasta. Them just send money go Jamaica for ease them conscience. But them no want the youth them round them.
You think so?
Yeah, man. Them left the youth them for languish. Sometime in a torture because some of them family member are fuck up. And deal with the youth them wicked. Some of the time the youth them not even see a bills out of the money.
A sad reality.
Yes, man. Them abuse the kids them mentally, physically, emotionally.
Terrible.
Yeah, man, I saw them thing they got enough of the time in a Rasta. When picnic come stay with family and them thing, them picnic they have to do the whole of the work on the plantation while all those other cousins and them thing they cock up. And I watch TV whole day, them now take up a broom. And big up the people them will run away for get a better life and really keep them promise and take them youth, you know, Rasta, and bring them youth amongst them and hold the responsibility there. Because I know sometimes nothing now to go on and you have to left them, you know. But enough people left the youth them in a them situation they avoid them responsibility. And the youth them end up get rape and all kind of fuckery sometime, bridging, and me I tell you them thing there. Go up on them head and them can't good again out in a life. And then later now when the youth them go through a whole heap of fuckery by themselves. And then later on now in a life you go to the youth them, you know, whether it's a father will left them from the mother or a mother will left them from family. And the youth all a move certain way and attack certain way I go talk about. Don't talk to your father like that. The youth don't know you. Don't come tell him why him don't know you. The objective reality is that him don't fucking know you. And if it's a daughter, she don't know you. But I'm your mother. A mother or a father is a role, not a title. It come with take responsibility for your action that them now for suffer feed. Alright, watch out. There are mechanisms in the human mind we put there for make us survive against all odds, you know, even if I choose self-delusion. Because the mind now enter a desperate state because of the years of trauma where you endure. Because of these pent-up insecurities now, you start live for prove yourself. Again, watch out now. Like we said before, you know, for one of the episodes them.
Yes.
When you're abused so long, you start to abuse, or you start to say the abuser then, as powerful. You say abuse as power. So if somebody has step on them now for so long, and them say this powerful foot bottom here with these powerful 10 toe, what them are going to naturally do now is create a foot bottom for somebody else look under. So when parents don't see when them abdicate responsibility, is the monsters where them create for other people later on in a life.
You believe that?
Oh, you mean them turn them picnic in a ex-girlfriend or ex-boyfriend in the making? Because them a create competitors, not husbands and wives for people later on in life.
And you're sticking by those words?
Yes, man, that me I say. A whole heap of people you sit there with one another, bad mind one another, one of them bad mind the next one.
How so?
Because them idea of power in a the relationship is to make the next one powerless so them can feel a sense of superiority. And like a thing in a psychology now named the Oedipus mother, them do everything to create a situation where that person is dependent on them. And all if them get $1 billion, you know, them no business if hungry kill you, you know. Because them being in another position there, make them feel powerful. And this kind of attitude parents often create in them children when them run from them responsibility.
Causing more problems.
Yeah, man, them create children who go on to become people who get a sense of security by creating other people insecurity.
Earlier you said, these children often go on to become people who become competitors for husbands and wives and compete with their spouses.
Yeah, man.
Could you expound a bit on that, my brother?
All right, watch out. It's not just the level of relationship in terms of marriage and David. Them take the approach here to every level of relationship in terms of work, in terms of everything, Rasta. Them are the worst business partner. They are the worst type of people to try to work with. Because the insecurity in them, you know, become them reflex action and approach towards everything. So them try to outdo who them supposed to work with instead of do with. And these are the type of people who cannot commit 100% to anything at all unless it benefit them alone. You will try to work with them in any kind of relationship, man, and I beg them to invest this, whether in attention, time, or money, in this thing, yeah. And them like, no interest. But make them go up on them own, I see. All right, watch out now. I go have a section of the program named Playback. Yes, this is where I play back certain songs based on popular demand because it always happen where people request back a certain song. So I go and start doing something there sometime on this program here. And the first song on this section is going to come from a song we play on the last episode. Yeah, man, named Dancing with the Devil. A whole heap of people request back that one here. So here goes. Magic Flute.
Whoa, 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 yeah, yeah. Listen sometime, yeah. Boom. She's 11, but she dancing with the devil. Mama tell her no fear run down man, but she never, yeah. The bandy was 7 to 7. Mama works so hard for send your school to get your lesson, but she gone with Jack and him friend them. Mama tell her what the way them guys address you. She gets so boisterous, deal with them at top and that level. Then she step out at the yard, nobody no know where she settle, yo. She never know she would not come back home. She gone from last week. I beat her face up everywhere in a zone. I know why mother can't sleep. They could pick in if they listen sometime. Yeah. You feel listen to your mother sometime. Yeah. Whoa. Now the pedophile gone pan the run. Nobody no know where she neither jack done. In a jackyard the police locked down. Evidence we reveal our mother job done. Can't just blame it on the picnic them alone. Pedophile a call and I text them phone. Big man of in a the children zone. Just leave the little children them alone. Mama say she never know she would not come back home. She gone from last week. I beat her face up everywhere in a the zone. I know her mother can't sleep. Little beginning be listen sometime. Yeah. You feel listen to your mother sometime. Yeah. Sing again. She's 11 but she dancing with the devil. Mama tell her no fear run down man, but she never Up on the road 7 to 7. Mama works so hard we send you school we get a lesson, but she gone with Jack and him friend them. Mama tell her what the way them guys address you. She gets so boisterous, deal with her mother on that level. Then she step out at the yard, nobody no know where she sickle, yo. She never know she would not come back home. She gone from last week. I beat her face up everywhere in a the zone. I know why mother can't sleep. They could pick in if they listen sometime. Yeah. You feel listen to your mother sometime. Yeah. Whoa. Never know she would not come back home. She gone from last week. I beat her face up everywhere in a the zone. I know why mother can't sleep. They could begin and be listen sometime. Yeah. You feel listening to your mother sometime. Yeah. Whoa. Listen sometime. Yeah. You feel listening to your mother sometime.
Indeed. A brilliant song. So, my brother, speak to me on the competition as it relates to marriage or derwit, as you so articulately put it, my brother.
All right. Let me give you a perfect example. This thing I will talk about now happened some months ago, some years ago. No quote me, but on this thing. Yeah. All right, but I know a lot of people can remember the situation with Stephen Curry White.
That's who again?
Remember the basketballer, man, the brown brother yeah, man, the big thing for Golden State Warriors.
Got you.
Yeah, the basketballer.
Yes.
All right. Some time ago, like me say, all right, she did go up on Red Table Talk, that a Jada Pinkett show. Yeah, she have our next one too. All right, but watch her. She go up on the show apparently and them attack and it reach a point where she say, all right, I'm a quote. I have zero, this sounds weird, but like male attention. So then I began to internalize it and I'm like, Is something wrong with me? She said. I don't want it, but it would be nice to know someone is looking.
But it would be nice. A little of that is good.
Yeah, but watch out, no, Virgin. You can't look on it so. You have to say this is a woman way. She have everything way. Every woman say them always want it. This is how I tell you, say the idea of things different from the reality, you know, the process of the Virgin. Because what? You have a man with Christian-minded, open the door, pull out the chair, rich. And depend on how the woman stay if them have a type of colonial mindset. In brown.
You have a point.
But no matter how she sweet it up, she make it look like she not get enough, brethren. It appeared that she bored. That me I say. Often people like this, not saying she because I don't know her and many variables make every situation. But often people like this think that we are here because abuse is them normal. If you not abuse them, then that situation now where stability is present, then that is unfamiliar. So them run from it.
Why is that again?
Because them say spiritually mature people who grow up and accept the nature of existence for what it is and therefore bring stability to them own life. As weak, in a fair mind, Stephen Curry good a weak. What kind of man this about? Tell me about it. How was your day, honey? Yeah, man, them rather substitute that right now and go give him bun right now with a man where I say go suck your mother girl, back stomp kick. So in her mind, Steph Curry good a weak if him not smoke and drink and a beg her gas money. Or if she not catch him a fuck her mother and her sister them. People with a mindset, they have to give them trouble. Him have a gangster.
Sad.
Yeah, man, the man will humble and budget for life and the problem them will come with it and can stabilize himself. It's seen as boring.
You're absolutely right, and you're making me wonder if I should go home and see what wife is up to, because why would she seem to have it all in this guy and want another man's attention. I don't get it.
Because watch a man. People with this mindset, yeah, again, have everything as an idea, including themselves. Because the idea of self what them have is that them need validation or approval from people to exist. There is no them. Who they are in their eyes is something that somebody decide to exist with an opinion. The only time the human can rise above such a situation is when them grow up and become spiritually mature. And when we say spiritual maturity again, what is my definition?
Let's pretend I don't know. You tell me.
All right. You're not learning, no. It is simply knowing when you've had enough and the courage to be irrelevant. Because if you don't know when you have enough, then you always have to have what everybody have. And if you don't have the courage to be irrelevant, you always see the need to constantly compete in order to be validated.
But humans need some of these things though.
Yeah, man, me not say, alright, remember, everything a balance, you know. Everything, as I say, have use. I always say that. It's encouraging when people say certain things, and yes, it definitely feel good. But when you can't live without it, that's where the problem come in. If somebody else have to say you're pretty, if somebody else have to say you're good looking, if somebody else have to always tell you something in order for you to believe it, then that's where the problem come in. Because if somebody else have to validate you, then them hold the power to destroy you. You give them that power. Boy, it's sad in a rasta, but I tell you, say you almost have to immature if you have a relationship. 95% of the time. Boy, we don't do. Most of we are spiritual pedophile, because most of we are fuck adult children. Because when a man I go tell you, say, boy, I have to deal them that way, yeah. I have to make sure say this, that. Well, boy, I tell you. That means that children you are fuck brethren. Look out for episode 14. Me done.
Hey! In the meantime, 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 in between time, in the meantime, in the meantime, in between time, boom 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 time.